again. This is Philip Steiger with Project Dog Waffle, PD Howler here at thebest3d.com. And in this quick episode, I want to introduce you to a new feature that PD Howler has, which is the symmetrical painting. And that is this icon right there, the Symmetry tool. So there's actually a couple of different modes when you click on that. First of all, if you have some enabled and you're not sure which ones you have and you want to disable them, just click on clear. There's horizontal symmetry, vertical symmetry. There's a couple of kaleidoscope layouts. There's setting the center for your symmetry or the axis if you only have one axis used. And then there's also the mirror mode. Now we're going to go back to mirror mode a little bit later. Right now I want to play with the horizontal symmetry. Vertical would be basically swatching it up and down along a horizontal axis. I know it's kind of confusing, so let's just start at the top here. If you select the horizontal symmetry, it will show you a vertical axis. Now, why a vertical axis when you call it horizontal symmetry? Well, because what it does, the purpose of it is to symmetrically move it over to the other side along the horizontal direction. So it goes sideways. You draw on the right side and it will show something on the left side as well. So that's a horizontal symmetry. It needs for that, of course, a vertical axis. And you can position that axis. You can go here with the... Oh, what now? Come on. I'm not going to redo this. If you want, you can set the axis in a different location. There you go. You can set the center and say, okay, I need something relative to this axis here. So now you got the tiny little thing that's going to be symmetrical in this area, right? But in general, you go here, set center, go to the middle. Or if you turn it off, clear it, and then go back, let's go horizontal axis here right there. Now let me clear this and show you a little bit more in detail what's happening, because this is pretty cool. You know, you think, okay, so it's going to be a time saver, and as I'm drawing this, it's going to just make half of the picture for me. That is true to some extent, but there's more to it. The symmetry tool is not perfect, and that is by design or intentional. It's a great feature actually, because you don't want it to be a picture perfect mirror image of the other side. They look very close, but they are a little bit different, and you can particularly tell if you're using tools like brushes that do the smearing on you. Or if you increase the step distance. Here, let's go back to the default brush. For instance, we have the airbrush there, and I'm going to go with a different color and clear this, and then I'm going to increase the step distance. And the opacity, let's make it fully opaque, but let's increase the step distance. And you can see if you're drawing like this, look at that, it's not exactly just mirroring that over, right? Can you tell this blob here is not actually found on the other side? Then this one here caused this one to be missing, and we're basically painting every back and forth. We're not doing a mirror copy. We do have that too in the mirror mode. In the mirror mode we do more than that, but you can use this mode for drawing and ensuring that it's not going to be a picture perfect mirror image on one side to the other. So it looks a little bit more like you actually drew both sides. And sometimes that's really just a much better result. So that's the mirror style, and of course I have 0 skills here, but it can still look scary, or maybe because I have 0 skills. Alright, so that's a quick, in a nutshell, introduction to the painting with the symmetry mode enabled. You can have multiple symmetry axes enabled at the same time. For instance, if I enable now also the vertical axis and the horizontal, both at the same time, maybe I'm gonna go a different color. Now it's doing all these, and again, you can move the position of that symmetry later on. You can say set the center now to be down here, and do your symmetry in this area. Or if you didn't want that red blob as you set the symmetry, you can go and undo that, undo this. There you go. That's the shortcut U, or Control Z, of course, as well. And here we go. Painting with symmetry, and there is another variant of that, which is the kaleidoscope, and I encourage you to experiment with that as well. It is kind of a good way to waste time, right? Alright, so that's all for right now. We'll see you in another episode of the Daily Dose with PD Howler.